हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। मैं हूं राहुल पवार, लाइक यू ऑल नो। एंड इन टुडेस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट one of the very common question, or maybe the common thing that we do in real time, that is creating a test case document. So today I'm going to show you how a real time document looks like, and we will also compare it along with the dashboard that we have created. Okay, so before we do that, let us thank our subscriber who has shared us his experience and maybe a reference point and a document, so that we can show it to the subscribers and help them understand how we can actually create a test case document in real time. And if at all you want to make it better, you can add more information to that. So without wasting much time, let us jump into the situation and see what we have. While we do so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And here we go. So this is the dashboard that we have created. Assume this is the real-time dashboard that you have created in your project. Now, if you see, this is a HR analytics dashboard, right, which has many important KPIs, like say employee count is there, active employees is there, active employee rate is there, attrition count is there, and then we are showing how many employees do we have by gender here, and then we have marital status of those employees. All of the important information that is needed according to the project is created in this dashboard. Now assume this is what you have got the requirement, and this is how you have created a dashboard. This is the first step. Okay, now to create this dashboard, you might be connecting to one database, right? So whatever it can be your Excel, it can be your Teradata, or it can be your Snowflake, it can be anything. So you are connecting to one database and tables, right? Based on that only you are getting values here. Now these values might sometimes be straightforward fields, like say I have e name, or department ID, you know or maybe employee salary. I'm directly getting this from database. Right now we need total employees here. Right now, what is the formula that you are using? What is the calculation that you are using to derive that? Okay, that is one thing. So if I go to this particular sheet, I will see how this employee count is getting calculated. Right, so because you have already created uh, this dashboard, you will be aware what I am I doing in this dashboard. Like say I am taking sum of employee or whatever is here. Okay, and then like that active employees, how am I calculating? Okay, so there is a difference in total employees and active employees. So you need to find out the requirement from the client and see or how we need to take active employees. So assume you got a information that your total employees is, like active employees is employees minus attrition. Like say whoever have left the organization, if I remove it from my total employees, I'm getting active employees. So all that information you got maybe through your requirement document, or maybe through multiple meetings that we have with the business, and then we have created all of this. After this, what do we need to do? We need to verify whatever the number we are getting here is correct or not. That is what is a test case document, or a testing document that is required, or that is mandatory in your real time. Every project that you go, you will be doing some form of testing, and sometimes you might be documenting, or sometimes you might not, but at least you need to tell that you have validated it. Okay, so if you have any filters, you need to validate that. Like say here I have bin size, I need to validate that. If there are any parameters, you need to validate that, all of that. So here is how our document looks like, if you see. Okay, so I'm creating a document called as HR analysis test case document. Okay, so whatever you want. So this information here is optional, because anyhow you are creating for your own project, so this is not required. But you can write here, like say in which in sorry, in which environment testing is done. So you can specify in which environment you are doing this testing, so that whoever is referring to this document, they will know that okay, you have connected to that particular environment tables and you have created. Now the first test case here, like say, now each value that I have here, like say employee count will become my test case 1, active employees will become my test case 2, active employee rate will become my which is in percentage will become my test case 3, like that all will become each individual test cases. So I'm writing test case number 1. Okay, and what is that we need? So here we need employee count. Okay, so that we are validating here. So select count of employee count from HR data. So what is the result that we got? 1470 is the result that we got from my database. So what is the result we are getting from dashboard? We are getting same result as 1470, which means our value with the database is matching with the dashboard. And here we are also writing or including the query that is needed. So this shows that our test case 1 is passed. So test case result is also attached like this. So maybe just to make sure that it is passed, I will write it in mention in green. Green indicates pass. Like that, what is the test case to attrition count I need, right? So what is that we are doing? Count of employees minus this. So I'm just trying to find out that. So attrition count is 237. So now we need active employees. How am I doing? Total employee count minus attrition count, right? So that I'm doing. So I got 1233. Both here in 1233 and dashboard also 1233. Both are matching. So like this, you need to match. See here 1233, 1472, 1470. Everything is matching. Attrition count is also 237. That is also matched here. See, like that. So now you need to validate each of the values here. While going, suppose you find there is mismatch in some of the values, be it your database or in Tableau, you need to verify where the issue is, whether it is an issue at your database end or it is an issue with your dashboard. So by doing that, we can rectify the mistakes if there are any. So because ultimately, we have to match the values against our database, right? So whatever the attrition count is there here, 27, that we need to get here. That is the main agenda of creating this test case document. If that is not matching, we need to check what is that we are applying at Tableau level and what is that we are not doing at SQL level. Okay, so basing on that, you need to judge and adjust your query or adjust your calculation or rewrite your calculation and then fix that. So like that, you need to validate all of the reports. So once that is done, you can create a document like this and you can send it to your team or maybe upload in the Jira ticket or wherever you are doing and tell them it is successfully tested in this particular environment. Like that. So every environment that you go, you need to do this. Maybe in dev we will do a normal sanity check or some basic testing we will do, but when we go to SIT testing we will do testing in detail because we have to move it to a higher environment. Then when we go to UAT environment, maybe we'll do even more testing or even more granularity, or maybe for multiple dates. Assume yours is a daily report. Okay, assume yours is a uh, daily report. So it is a daily report. Then maybe in dev I will check for 1 or 2 days of data by selecting parameter or whatever the function that you have created for that, and you will create a test case document like this, like the one that we have created. Now when you go to SIT, maybe you will create a test for 10 days, or maybe when you go to UAT you will test it for 20 days, because you don't want to mess up when you go to production. That is the intention. So the lesser defects that you have in production, the better it is. Okay, so that makes your project successful or failure depending on the number of defects that are being created in production environment. Lower environments, it is fine because they are for testing purpose only, but try to see, make sure that you are getting minimal defects. That is the agenda here. Okay, so that's it from my side in this video. I hope you have found this video useful. Do remember how we are creating each test cases, what are the queries that we are writing it here, and how we are validating and how we are creating it. Okay, so if it is helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.